All right, we are live. Hopefully, my people will come back.
Mhm.
I, I think Shaitan is just trying to keep this good information away from my people, dear brother.
Oh, you know it. You know it. He stay busy.
He stay busy, brother.
Yeah, he stay busy, bro.
All right, all right. This is your man Al Jihad, the guy, Black Power, Crip Life. Those who know me know this. I am with a special guest, man. My big brother, the one that's been keeping my family healed and keeping us up and going. My brother, Arif Abdullah. How you doing, dear brother?
I'm good, my brother. Glad to see you, man. Glad to be seen.
Yes,
How's
sir. Yes,
family?
sir.
Everybody good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That stuff you sent for my son for his eczema.
Yes, sir.
Skin is soft.
Got him straight. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Skin is good and soft. Skin is good and soft. So I appreciate that, dear brother. For those who caught the show last night when I was showing you that big old jar of sea moss that I had, uh, 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 that was Black Power, Sister Vanessa. I'm glad you came back, sister. Yeah, this is my big brother Arif right here. Yeah, that big old jar of sea moss that I had last night. This is the brother that blesses me with it, man. This brother here got, I mean, matter of fact, it wasn't just that. It was the bladder rack. What's the other stuff?
The bladder rack, the burdock.
That no, you gave me that oil of oregano.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That mullein.
The mullein. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh yes, sir, man. So yes, this brother here, man, is a student when it comes to how to eat to live. He studied from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad on how to eat to live. Also,
Yes, sir.
he studied up under Dr. Sabi. Am I right? Am I right to say that
Yes,
still, brother?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, but before we get too deep into it, dear brother, you want to tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a regular old colored guy, rolled up right here in Oklahoma City. Right here in Oklahoma City in the hood. I rep the hood, east side, man, from 23rd Street all the way across the city, I guess, but that's what we do, man. And I got in this thing probably about 8 years ago now. And we still a student of Dr. Sabi, man, and we just trying to do what we do, brother, and just be a good human being and a mercy to mankind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. Praise be to Allah. Uh, 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 my brother also is a I'm talking about a spiritual brother, very spiritual brother in the community of Islam. I mean, I always looked up to this brother, man. Like when I first came home from prison, with like matter of fact, the mosque on 23rd. That's when I first met you when I first came home from prison. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And ever
yes,
since
sir.
then, you and brother Mike, brother Michael, man, y'all been real inspiration to me, man. I remember the first time we had the first time we did the fast.
Yeah.
What year was that? That was like what 2000, what 13, something like that. When
Yes,
we
sir.
when both communities came together.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And that was a beautiful thing. I really enjoyed that. I really did. It was a
Yes,
beautiful
it
thing.
was.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I guess you kind of did answer it, but I'm asking it again because I got it down in my notes right here, and I want to keep everything, somewhat professional. I apologize to the audience, man, to what happened earlier. I don't know what the hell it is, but Satan is working on my channel, because one thing about my channel, I do not bite my tongue. I do not believe in biting my tongue.
That's right.
So I'm not going to do it. So,
That's right.
brother Arif, what put you on the path of natural healing medicines?
Man, well, brother, I'm a brother who practices polygyny, polygamy, however you want to say it, right? So
Yes, sir.
I have more than one wife, and one of the sisters that I was married to, she's a naturopath, and she was acquainted with Dr. Sabi and his stuff, right? And when I married her, brother, she turned me on to, well, she was pulling me to get into into natural herbs and eating right and all of that, eating better than how we eat as Muslim. And I dabbled around with it and everything. And she sent me some sea moss.
Mm.
And, she was out in Oakland. I'm here in Oklahoma City. And when I took it, man, it hit me so hard. I thought it was a drug. So I didn't believe. I don't need this. But I went and had it checked out by an Asian herbalist, and he told me it was real deal. It was 100% natural in the whole thing. So that really got me interested in it. And then Dr. Sabi had given me some information once while he was living about the herb called thyme
Mm.
and how you could get that and get the mucus out of your chest cavities, your chest area. And I was having some issues, like when it gets real cold or you eat too much, you'll get kind of asthmatic. That's because the mucus is building up from the type of food that you eat, right?
Yes, sir.
And I went and got a hold of that time, man, and it worked so tremendously good on me, brother.
You,
I
you
was
said
working on
time?
the thyme, yeah, thyme, yeah, the,
Okay.
the the herb thyme. Some people cook with it, but it's a medicinal herb also. And I had a doctor friend of mine who gave me an inhaler for when I was jog or it gets too cold or eat too much, you'd hit that inhaler and it would open up your chest area. But when I got a hold of that time, man, I forgot all about that inhaler. Matter of fact, I didn't see it again for like 8 months when I accidentally ran across it. And it worked so hard. So I started studying Dr. Sabi, man, and I've been on the journey ever since, brother.
Oh, wow.
Ever since. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Beautiful,
You see
beautiful,
the shirt.
beautiful.
You see the shirt I got on right here.
Yeah, I see it. I see
Yeah.
it.
This
The,
the shirt.
may
The
our brother
shirt. The
rest in
shirt
the
is saying.
ancestors, brother Dr. Sabi.
That's right. Yes, sir.
May Allah be pleased with our dear brother. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Without a doubt.
Absolutely. Okay. Uh, now we know, and I know from, actually dealing with you in the herbal, with the herbal stuff. Because I done took your mullein, I done took the oil of oregano, I done took sea moss, I done took elderberry, and
Yes.
one time when that so-called, I don't want to say the C word, they're trying to cut me off my chest. Everybody was taking that, that whole little, that little jab or whatever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I don't know if you remember. Well, I know you remember because you the one gave me the medicine. But when I came in the house, I said the whole house was shut down,
Yeah.
brother. When you made all them concoctions,
Yes,
you,
sir.
you gave a dude. My whole house. I'm talking about the whole house was up and running around within about four. I'm gonna say 4 days to a week. The whole house was up
Allah
and going.
Akbar. Ain't that
So
something?
what kills me is that why is it that now I'm not I'm not a doctor. I don't work in no hospital, and I don't know all you do. You know what I mean? But why don't the people that work in the medical field not trying to push more natural medicine on us instead of just just these pills and all this bullshit they be giving us to me makes it seem like we makes us more sicker.
Yeah. Well, they take an oath, brother. Well, the oath that they take really is hypocrite, hypocritical, because they take the Hippocratic oath and vouching their pledge their loyalty to Hippocrates, the father of medicine, in terms of how the Greeks or the Europeans see him, right? But
Yes,
we
sir.
know that he got his stuff from ancient Egypt or Kemet. Matter of fact, from Imhotep, who was like 22 to 2,500 years before he came, right? But Hippocrates, he admitted that he got his information from Africans in Egypt. But uh, let me share with the viewers a documentary that everybody should look up. It's called Rockefeller Medicine. It's called Rockefeller Medicine. You just need to pull that documentary up and look at it, and it will explain how the medical field has been financed by Rockefeller, how hospitals have been financed by them, how insurance was started to insure people who went to hospital. I mean, it's a money thing, and how the Rockefeller Foundation and big money pushed pharmaceutical medicine and pushed out naturopath colleges, started defunding them to the point to where they had to close down, and then started licensing doctors who pursued the pharmaceutical way of medicine, and calling people who were considered naturopath and healers as quacks. So it's a money thing now. It's a political and a financial thing now. So these doctors that you go to, some of them, they will tell you flat out that they got I mean, less than 3 hours or so of nutrition when they was going to school to be doctors. The overwhelming majority of the time that they spend in school was all about pharmaceutical medicine. It's all
Oh,
about pharmaceutical medicine.
so basically the whole treating it to get rid of it, that really wasn't part of their plan.
Oh, no, 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 no. And check, if you go and look at that documentary, you'll find that John D. Rockefeller, he supported pharmaceutical medicine. Matter of fact, he was one of the big guns behind radiation when radiation came out for treatments of cancer and things like this. But his doctor was a naturopath, and he used natural medicine. A hypocrite.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
so basically, for the money wise, they would tell us to do the whole medicine pills and all that shit while the whole time this bastard's being treated by a naturalist.
Brother, and that ain't the half of the thing is now the pharmaceutical industry owns the food industry. The
Mm,
pharmaceutical industry has bought all the big supermarkets, and all of these things are owned and controlled by the pharmaceutical industry. So they sell us the food that makes us sick, and then they give us the medicine that keeps us sick.
wow, wow, yes
Yeah,
sir, yes sir.
that's facts.
I always ask the question: why is food and drug in the same administration?
Right,
I
right. Ain't that something?
always ask that question.
Food and Drug Administration. That's right.
Yeah, it's like those two. I mean, they don't even really go together. You know what I mean? And then
Nah.
what kills me is that it's brothers doing time right now for drugs, but yet you can go to your local supermarket, local Walgreens, and all that to go get damn near like, especially like how they do our children now, for us in the school system with the whole Ritalin, what they call
Oh
it? Say they got
man.
ADHD and all this other stuff trying to
ADHD and
get into our
ADD.
babies and
Yeah.
stuff.
ADD and ADHD. Yeah. It's all. The Ritalin and stuff that they're giving us is like one molecule away from crack cocaine. You
Wow,
know,
I heard
Ritalin.
that
And,
before.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Ritalin, Cycler, Metadate. It's a monster. And it really, the only thing that it really does is shock the system to slow a child down. That's a whole nother beast right there, brother. It's a
Oh,
whole nother beast. I was in the psychosocial uh, arena for a while. I'm a retired clinical sociologist and substance abuse counselor. So I saw the effects of that stuff, man. It's terrible. When a lot of the herbs that I have can give you better remedies than that medicine that they're giving people. It's terrible, man.
yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
terrible.
sir. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I heard the same thing. They said that it basically put so much just like I said, it shocks the system. Like it does something to the brain where it like damn near like you get so much energy, like so much, and then it just hits your brain like so, and then it
Yeah.
just kind of numbs you out and makes you
That's
kind
right.
of docile.
Yeah, it's like electrical. It's like electrical. What do you call it? Oh man, when you short circuit, electrical short circuits. Because electricity comes from the brain. You know,
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you have carbon in your pineal gland and copper in your cerebral cortex, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
that the nervous your central nervous system is the conduit to provide the energy from the brain to the different areas of the body. So when you shut that down, you shutting down your whole mobility, you know. And certain foods can also cause a short circuit, as they said in the medical field, or Hippocrates was saying, let food be your medicine and medicine be your food, So that's
Yes.
anything that you eat is either gonna heal you or kill you.
Wow. That's
Bottom
beautiful.
bottom line, it's gonna heal you or kill you. You know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Uh, do you think more of our people should well, I pretty much almost know the answer to this, but like for as do you think more of our people should turn towards natural healing for us with anything else? Like, I mean, I know we can't. Just to make this disclaimer, we're not telling nobody to do nothing. Do what you
Right.
want to do. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
We just uh giving you some information that you personally, you know what I mean, speaking to my audience. You know what I mean? Like I said, we're
Yeah.
not doctors. We're not telling you what to do. So I don't want y'all to say, yeah, well, we did this and my daughter died or my granny died. No, you know what I mean? I don't think that I'm doing is that I'm just trying to get facts and information on natural healing, because basically by coming from the east, far as Africa and stuff like that, we practice it, and even being over here, because we are the first people that touched America was look just like me and you,
Yes,
So
sir.
and we always was about natural healing. So
Yeah,
okay, well, I would say this: most of our people still reject it. And why do you think that is, sir?
brother. The food that we're eating uh, is loaded with chemicals that are very addictive. Whether the people want to or not, some of them can't pull away from it. It's like smoking cigarettes. They put so many chemicals in cigarettes. You got sugar, you got salt, you got pesticides, you got everything in there. And they put these ingredients also in foods, to addict us, brother, to turn on the pleasure syndrome in the brain. So a lot of the foods that we eat turn the leptin off in the body that uh, 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 excuse me, to give us the ability to be able to stop eating when we're full. And when that thing get turned off, brother, you just eat regardless. So we can't. We're creatures of habit. They give us the stuff, as we say, the European, man, the European, we say the sad American diet. The Europeans, they have this attitude of establishing, maintaining, and expansion. They'll make the thing, they'll establish the thing, then they'll maintain it, and then the next thing that they want to do is spread it. You know, and then we don't have the ability to be able to fight that thing off, and before you know it, and see with us, when we get sick, we're sicker than everybody. In the pharmaceutical industry, drugs and chemicals that come out of the laboratories, brother, they can't be determined as drugs until they first turn off melanin or carbon in the body. And who has the highest content of carbon and melanin? Black people, right? So a drug really can't be tested as a drug until they test it on us anyway. And that's the same with food and everything else, man.
Mm.
It's a shame. A lot of these commercials, you may see a lot of these commercials that are advertising these new drugs with all these side effects or whatever. I guarantee you, the majority of them are with black folks. The majority of these commercials will have African Americans in it, man, because they want to make us feel comfortable with them killing us.
You,
Yeah,
you,
it's terrible.
you know, I used to tease, I used to tease my moms as well as some of my older aunties and stuff like that. I said, do y'all think just because this Billy, when I say Billy, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
When this Billy come on here with this white coat on, got the stethoscope around his neck,
yeah.
why do we think this bastard know like he got
Mm,
the word of God or something?
mm,
You know, and to me, like, brother, I'm not even gonna lie. I told myself, I told myself, and I told my family, I said, I don't care if I got the chills, I'm bundled up. I said, man, call Arif and get some of that, whatever he got. I'm not going to the hospital. I don't
Ain't
trust these
that it?
people. I don't trust them.
No, you can't do it, brother. They operated on me, brother. I know at least one time was totally unnecessary. Totally 100% unnecessary, brother, just to get that insurance money. Just to get that insurance money, man. These people don't have no, man. I was about to say they don't have a soul, but they act like they don't have one. You hear me?
I don't think they do.
Yeah, they something else, man. But see, even metaphysically or biochemically, the European in his whole mindset is a mindset of a person who is deplete of nutrition himself, right?
Okay. Okay.
As Africans, this is why we have to. This is why I thank God for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad with Eat to Live and starting that whole process of eating. Nobody ever came to us and gave us a diet before that
Mm-hmm.
that was referencing our condition and our need, right?
Yes, sir.
And when you look at it historically, and I'll give you a reference, a book called Iceman's Inheritance,
Okay.
written by a Caucasian named Michael Bradley, who gives a sound scientific history about his people, right?
Yes,
See,
sir.
the European, and I'm not trying to be racist or biased or whatever. I'm giving you some
Yeah, just
scientific
facts.
information pertaining to biochemistry, pertaining to nutrition.
Yes, sir.
The European, as opposed to Africans, we come up in a climate, a tropical climate, to where we had food, we had vegetation, we had nutrition. We could go out and grab something off a tree and eat it, right? But
Yes,
when you
sir.
coming up in an ice box like they came up in, where there was absolutely little to no vegetation, right? And an attitude formed to where we have whatever I find is mine. I'm scavenging for it. If I'm chasing down a rabbit and my identical twin brother is chasing down that same rabbit and he catch it, he gonna have to share it with me, or I'm gonna kill him and take it. This is the attitude that these people came had because of the conditions that they came up in. And when you have an I a Arctic polar cap type situation, where when the climate started to change and the ice started to melt and all the water came down from out of the mountains and the hills and started washing vegetation that they did have away and taking all the minerals out of that vegetation, then you have people who are eating food that has no vegetation in it. Therefore, it's not giving them nutrition, and you don't get proper nutrition. You are a product. Your thinking is a product of how you eat. And if you are eating poorly and badly with no health and nutrition, you're not getting the nutrition that you need for the brain. So they form a certain attitude, an attitude of aggression, and we have a hypothalamus that has a lot to do with your attitude, your spiritual condition. You're maintaining certain types of attitude. In them, it starts to disappear at a certain age, brother. That's a scientific fact. And if you don't have that, it really makes you irritable and aggressive. So, I'm not blaming anybody, but that's just a natural fact as to, the types of attitudes that they have. I mean, world history shows it. Wherever they've gone, brother, they couldn't share nothing with nobody. They had to have the whole thing. The
Yeah.
whole thing. It's a
Yes.
reason for that. It's a reason for that. So that's
Yes,
just
sir.
facts, man. It ain't come from Brother Arif. That's historical fact.
Yes,
You
sir.
know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, y'all heard it, man. Y'all heard it, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got brother Arif Abdullah. Brother here is dropping some jewels and also giving us health facts as well as history facts. So this is something that you definitely want to share on your page, man, because we all know that from us growing up, for us being blacks here in the hills of North America, man, that we was introduced to all the wrong foods. Uh,
Mm.
I would like to ask you, brother.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to meat,
Yeah.
should we back all the way off of meat all the way?
I would as much as possible, you know. I be joking with the brothers, but I'm serious, you know. I love goat curry now, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
And matter of fact, when my children weren't breastfeeding, if we had to go to an alternative, we'd go to goat milk because the goat digestive tract is very, very similar to human beings, right? As
Okay.
opposed to a cow that has about 11 different types of different blood types, you know.
Oh wow.
And yeah, and then you take on when you're taking on animal meat, you're taking on blood, you know, and 11 different types of blood, that is now combined with the DNA of a human being. Ain't no telling what type of results you're gonna get. If your child is eating DNA that'll take on the same effect as a cow inside, a human body. So if you're getting big and sluggish, you may start moving. I don't know, but we have to, I mean, you just have to. If you eat meat, you better know where it coming from. And the meat that we eat now, it ain't nothing like the meat that they used to eat back in the day, man, where they
I
were
believe
raising
that.
these animals naturally. They were fed on the land. Now they're shooting them up with steroids and giving them. They're making them out of cannibals. Remember when they had the mad cow disease? They were feeding cows cows. So I mean, you're making them out of cannibals. So
So mad cow disease came from basically cow cannibalism.
from cows eating cows, yeah, they were taking dead cows and
Ah,
and 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 grinding that up, man, and putting it in cow feed. I mean, when
wow.
you eat something, your body breaks that down to the lowest possible common microscopic material in order to get into your bloodstream. You know, to get into the bloodstream and be taken to your, as an energy source. See, we eat for energy. You eat for no other reason except for energy and tissue replenishment, right? To
Yes, sir.
replenish the organs and the tissues in the body. That's what you eat for.
Yes,
And
sir.
if you taking you are what you eat, as they say. You
And
take on.
to piggyback on that, uh, 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 the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has said a statement. He said, "Take a look at some of the people that's pig eaters, and when they
Hmm.
when they start to get real big, look at the face, the facial features." And I started to do that, and they literally take on the shape like when they be like, what I'm talking about. when,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
when they be madly obese, like
Yes,
like they
sir.
jaws and they look like literally like almost like a pig.
Yeah. And certain people have the color of pigs. It's the pigs that they're manufacturing now. When I was growing up, my grandparents was raising hogs and whatever. You had brown hogs, black and white hogs, black hogs. You had them in different colors. Now they're all white, like all chickens are white, all turkeys are white, because they're laboratory made. They're made from the genetically modified. Genetically modified. And when you have genetically modified food, it's for people who have been genetically modified, right? And African Americans, brother, to a certain extent, we're starting to be genetically modified because
Yeah,
the stuff that we're eating. I mean, if you gonna take something artificial or something laboratory made and put it in something natural, being the human being, you gonna have some problems.
yeah,
It's just like putting water in your gas tank. You gonna have some problems. Just cause it's liquid don't mean that it's gonna fuel your car, right?
yes, sir.
Because you eat certain types of food don't mean it's going to fuel your body right. Because anything that you put in your body has to do something with it. And if it can't recognize it, you got a problem. We believe that the Creator has created us and provided for us every nutritional need that we have in His the source in in every religion that I've known about. It talked about a garden. Garden is vegetation. It didn't say nothing about a farm. It said a garden, right?
Yeah.
That we were eating from out of the garden.
Facts.
And in the book in the Bible it says that that the earths were created for the nations for the nations. Is the healing for the nations, right? In the Quran it says, and Allah has created you as a growth coming out of the earth, right? As a plant life coming out of the. That's how you were created, right?
Yes,
It's a
sir.
lot of science. It's a lot of science in that, brother. A lot of science in that. But we know that's the. And then science has proven to us that you do better when you eat vegetation as opposed to eating meat. I'm not saying that you don't eat meat or whatever, whatever. You better know what you're doing. And if you eat it, you better eat twice as much vegetables and fruit so you can get it out of your colon
Mm.
because it'll putrefy, right? You
I,
have you have animals. Animals have a very, very small, short intestinal tract. As with human beings, we have it like eight centimeters, 8 meters or whatever, 8 centimeters. That's man, that's long, bro.
yes,
That
sir.
it takes from from the time you put it into your mouth to the time that it's excreted, it goes through some changes, right?
Yes, sir.
And the only place that protein, the only place that animal protein is broken down is in the stomach, is in the gut. So it may stay in your gut a little longer than it will stay in an animal because they hurry up and get it out. But with us, man, it can stay there and putrefy and set up and cause all kind of problems. You know, yeah, it's rots in the intestine. And if you eat any kind of meat, the other thing is you got parasites. So
Okay.
we're thinking we're hungry and need something to eat when it ain't you. It's the parasites that need to eat because
Wow.
they're living now. They're multiplying. They want to eat, and you think you hungry. It's the parasites that want to eat. So you eating now for parasites, and then they're growing and expanding. It's terrible. Now, I mean, that's any kind of meat you eat, you got parasites.
So that's even with the whole, because I'll be trying to be safe. Of course, you already know I don't mess with no swine and
Right.
no bottom feeders, nothing like that on the
Yes,
whole stuff.
sir.
But like chicken and turkey, that be my safe spot. But even
Right.
in that though, parasites and stuff.
Right. And see, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, with turkey is a lot better than chicken because turkey is a natural animal. Chicken is not really a natural animal. Chicken was a crossbreed between a African fowl and maybe a buzzard.
For real?
So yes, sir. Yes, you ain't never seen a wild chicken nowhere.
Oh,
chicken, yeah, chicken was a crossbreed.
wow.
Yeah,
Did not
yeah,
know that.
yeah. So the meat tastes real good because buzzard was eating everything. So and then bred with a fowl with a uh, 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 African fowl or African, what was it? What did I say? A buzzard and yeah, I think a fowl. But yeah, it's a crossbreed. Chicken is not a natural animal.
Did not know
Very
that.
acidic. It's very acidic. See,
Mm.
and that's the other thing. When you get acid in the body has to work in order to get that acid out of it. So you eat something and your body becomes acidic. Now your body has got to start borrowing calcium and potassium and magnesium and these minerals that it needs. It starts to borrow that stuff from your bones. The body starts to borrow it from different organs, and then making those areas weak. And before you know it, you got some problems. It has to be replaced. And if it can't be replaced, then it sets up a condition. And sooner or later, in time, if that condition is not addressed like it needs to be, here comes your cancer. Here comes your tumors, and just because of something that we ate that caused a condition in the body.
And
You
that's the
know
reason why colon cancer is like hitting black men is real heavy like that, huh?
which one?
I said
Oh, colon
colon
cancer.
cancer.
Oh man, yeah. And they're taking us to a lot of people take these antacids and whatnot, man, and they find out that you keep doing this antacid stuff, thinking that your stomach is upset and whatnot, and it's starting to cause colon cancer because we're eating too much and thinking that it's the acid buildup. You want to have acid in your body in order to break the food down. Hydrochloric acid is what breaks your food down. And if you're neutralizing that hydrochloric acid, your food is not being broke down, so it's going to cause some type of reflux situation. And what a reflux is really not acid reflux. It's this thing right here, your cardiac sphincter muscle right here that is open, causing food to come back up. And it needs to be quieted down, and when it's relaxed, it closes, but when it's stressed, it's open. So now you have the acid reflux or what or spitting food back up and whatnot. And because we eat a lot of times real late, and you lay down, and gravity pushes food up against that thing, and it opens it up, makes it weak, because we're eating right or wrong. But the ideal eating situation, brother, is for us to drink liquid maybe an hour or two before we get ready to eat to build up that acid, and then eat, and then don't drink any liquids for an hour or so after that, so it don't neutralize that acid, man. Make it easy on your digestive tract to break that food down.
One of the guests said acidic cause. Is he trying to say is that artistic? Is that what you're saying, Sister Vanessa? Artistic?
Autism.
You mean autism? What do you think about that, brother Arif?
That could come from a condition where the person is celiac, can't take wheat, can't eat wheat, and things of that matter,
Was
oats, wheats, and stuff.
artricity? I'm trying to see. I'm trying to spell this word. Artistic.
Autistic.
Yeah, it got to be autistic. What she trying to what she writing? Yeah, autistic.
Yeah, that's a food condition. They found out that when they take sugar and dairy and wheat out of the diet of these autistic children and bipolar or whatever, that the conditions get 50% better. You know, there's a the body makes its own morphine. Like the morphine that they get with heroin and this. The body has morphine, and there's certain foods have those type of molecules also. Like you eat dairy products that has it has a morphine molecule, or the wheat has a morphine molecule, and if the cell isn't in proper condition, then it'll attack that, and it can't throw that morphine off. KCO morphine with milk, or glutamorphine with wheat, and it can't throw that morphine off, so it enters into the receptor sites of the brain, and it makes that person off balance, and causes some problems, right? Because the cellular structure is off. So that's what we say. This is why I love Dr. Sadie so much. When I treat people, I refuse to treat them until they detox, and then we attack, cleanse the cell, and then rebuild the cell. That's how you heal. That's how you cure people. We don't want to say cure. Maybe that's a I don't mind saying it, but the medical field has a thing on that now, to where they're charging and trying to attack people who talk about cures, right? But
Yeah,
we know Dr. Sabi could say it all day, because he proved it. He went
yeah.
to court and proved it. So I like to say that we try to help you get the condition, put a condition on your body to where it'll recover and cure its own self, right? The body is
Yes,
capable of doing that. you
yes,
know.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man. Y'all getting these jewels tonight. Y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Sister Sylvia, I see you. I see you in the chat. How you doing, Queen? I see you in the chat. Black Power. Yes, sir. Now, me, I'm big on CMOS. I love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, the benefits of it. Can you break that down for us, sir?
Oh my God. Man, it's amazing. We could go on and on and on about the sea moss, but you know everybody's trying to be a specialist on sea moss now, so I don't even be tripping with them. You know, I've been, everything that I do, I break it down into its lowest common denominator, and there's still great research to be done on sea moss. All I can tell you is this: in my practice in dealing with the sea moss, and all the customers that I've dealt with, because in myself, everything that I do, all the compounds that I put together, everything that I've worked on, brother, that deals with men and women's health, children's health, and all of that, I test it out first on myself to know. So like Dr. Sabi talked about, I'm not in an armchair. I'm not an armchair student. I get out and I do the research. I taste the herbs. And all I can tell you about the sea moss is that it'll hit every individual its own way. I found out that wherever area of your body is depleted in minerals, that's where the sea moss primarily goes first. I've had brothers that come tell me that they haven't been having erections or digestive problems or, weight problems, sleeping problems, all of this. And after they got on the sea moss, that's the first thing that happened to them. So I believe that your body's mineral deplete, and the minerals that are natural, they go to the areas that are most needed to be addressed.
Oh, okay. So it almost like attack whatever's like you said, whatever's depleted. In your words, whatever's depleted in your body. Like soon as you take the sea moss, it goes straight to that to attack
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
To heal it.
The body is designed like that. Sea moss is an agent. Sea moss is an agent that will shock the body into doing what it needs to do. See, herbs is like medicine. It's like the key. It's like the language. Matter of fact, it is a language. You stop. Your food is a language, man. I got two little girls, and they just be
Uh,
doing too much. Hey, look, you see what I'm doing? Okay, well, let me do it. And yeah, so uh, we're coded, and God has created us like that, and He's put coded information in the food that we eat. So if the food that you eat is eaten by you and it doesn't recognize, your body doesn't recognize it, it has a problem because they communicate. We're coded like that. And the sea moss is that. They say, well, brother, what do you know about the sea moss? I know that it's been in the water ever since water's been on the planet. Huh? How many millions of years is that? So
wow.
it has absorbed every mineral that could be in water. You got that in sea moss, man. That's a blessing. That's a natural blessing. And
And we 85% water.
yes, sir. From your head up, you're 85% water, brother. And then the other thing about it is, it has the water that is 100% consistent to the water that was in the womb of your mother, the
Wow.
seawater. Yeah, they used to do blood transfusions or transfusions with seawater if they didn't have blood, because it's consistent with the liquids of the body, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I've talked to women about making baby formula with sea moss when they can't breastfeed. It's just that natural. My babies have had it. It's amazing, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
What I usually do, because it'd be kind of hard sometimes to get my babies to take it. Sometimes I put in their applesauce or something like that
Yeah,
and
yeah,
let them take it with applesauce.
yeah. I had a lady who was 84 years old. She was a good friend of. I mean, she's a mother of a good friend, a pastor, friend of mine, and he said, man, well, her daughter, who's a patient, a client of mine, she said, man, I gave my mother that sea moss, and man, she been up cooking and moving around the house and cleaning up, and we can't get her to sit down. you know, it's just
Beautiful.
that's just it's a man, it's a godsend, bro.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
And,
it's a
and you know
godsend.
what's crazy is that, and I don't know how YouTube gonna take this, but bottom line, I don't care. Like I said, I can't bite my tongue. They know what they did when they took out our brother Dr. Satan.
Oh yeah, man.
No way in hell that this man went. What was it? Was he in Honduras or Mexico when he
Honduras.
passed?
Yeah, Honduras.
Yeah, and this
In
man was
jail in
in.
a cell in Honduras.
He was in top shape. Top shape.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes,
And they
sir.
would say this man had what is that? Pneumonia.
Yeah, just had a baby.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
82 year at 82 years old. You
Come,
know.
come
See,
on, man.
Dr. Sabi would say that a man should be having sex, performing sex as long as he's living. As long as he's living, you should be able to do that, right?
That's right.
I've had guys, real old brothers, you know, man, and man, I ain't had an erection like this, brother, since I can't remember. You know, I mean, for real, you know, that's what it do. It got the zinc in it. It's got zinc. And in sea moss, everything is fluorine, right? You got zinc fluorine as opposed to a phosphate. A phosphate you get just from a rock. But with the fluorine and the sea moss, it's getting it from a rock also, but it's digesting the sea moss is self digestible, is digested when you get it, pre-digested, I mean. So I mean it just assimilates naturally to the body, you know, and brother, I can, you know, I'm on, God willing, I'm gonna be doing it the rest of my life. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it the rest of my life. I got a 1 year old and a 2 year old running around here.
Yeah, that's right.
Younger than my great. I got great grandkids older than that.
Praise be to Allah. That's
Yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
praise be to Allah,
Yeah,
man. That's
man,
right there,
it's a
brother.
blessing, brother. It's a blessing.
Uh,
Yeah.
now, yeah. I just want to have you on. Just look, I know you're a busy man. I just want to if you give me about 10 more minutes of your time, dear brother.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta be somewhere here in about 15 minutes.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna make it 5 minutes then, because I know you're a busy man, dear
Yeah,
brother.
well, we can, man. We can do this whenever, brother. I'm always available. You know, you my guy, man. Whenever you call, we family call, family show up. That's how we do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm.
Well, now we are going into this whole thing, this monkeypox,
Oh man,
and
I'm
like
glad you brought that up.
like Sister Vanessa said, well, where can we find them? You can actually go to Facebook, and you see how his name is spelled out, Arif Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
You can go to Facebook. You can DM on Facebook. Matter of fact, if y'all just want to just show love to my brother, just because he is out here, I'm proof that the brother is out here healing the hood, man. He's right in the heart of the East Side. You know what I mean? With all of us. You know what I mean? He's a respected guy here on the East Side. Brother Imam. Am I right to say that?
Yes, sir.
Brother Imam. At our local Muslim. I'm trying to see how I say it. How would I say it? Muslim mosque here in Oklahoma City. The Imam. And he's a dedicated brother to our people. He literally is right here showing us love and trying to help us heal in our neighborhoods. So if y'all want to show this brother love, y'all go right there. Drop a few dollars to my brother, man, so he can keep on making this sea moss, keep on making that bladder rack and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure now if someone wants to order, they can is the way you can send it to them.
Oh yeah, I sent it all over the country. I
Oh,
sent it all over the
okay.
country. Let me drop this on my people also, brother. You know, we talked about Brother Michael when we first came on.
Yes.
He's in San Diego right now battling COVID himself.
Oh.
You know, yeah, stayed out from around it all while he was here in Oklahoma City. He went out there almost 3 weeks ago, visited his new grandbaby, called and he's been out in the hospital out there for 2 weeks, man. You know, and dealing with another situation now. But yeah, this COVID thing, I ain't saying it ever left, but it's coming back. And you know, here in Oklahoma City, 2 weeks ago, what was it, last week? Last week, 36 people died, and just well, the week before, 36 people died, and last week, 38 people died. You know, from the COVID, man. So you know, it's still here. Brother just called me a little while ago. His mother's got it. You know, a good friend of mine. So people, what you need to do is boost your immune system. You know, this vaccine that they were squabbling about, You have your own vaccine probably in your ice box. They're called berries. That's where they got the word vaccine from, was berries. Berries have a agent in them called vaccinum,
Oh
and
wow,
that's where they
for
got, yeah,
real?
that's where they got the word vaccine from, vaccinum. And that's your natural vaccine. So all you have to do is eat your blueberries, your strawberries, your raspberries, right?
Yes, sir.
I suggest to people that do a fruit smoothie every morning with sea moss. Maybe put you
Yes,
some chlorophyll and some elderberry in there, right?
yes,
That's your
sir.
immune system right there. That boosts your immune system 100%. So it's all about boosting your immune system. And you may catch a common cold or whatever, this, that, and other. Be like, man, I thought I was boosting my immune system. That's showing you that your immune system is working whenever you get something and it fights it off, right? Because
Yes, sir.
if you take these medications to suppress a cough or fever or a runny nose and all that does is reinforce the possibility of you getting pneumonia or something else in the future because you haven't let it dissipate it. You've oppressed it and pushed it somewhere else in the body, in your
Mhm.
tissues. And it'll come back, and it'll come back harder and stronger in some other form, right? Just like
Yes,
the virus ain't went nowhere because it's trying to live like we live. So
yes, sir.
it's changing and mutating and dodging and at the blows that they throwing at it, and this medicine saying, man, that we done figured that medicine out. Y'all better come with something else, man. But you got to do it a natural way, man, by doing, being your own doctor. Physician, heal thyself is what the words say.
And it's best to do it before you get sick. Just make that your
Best
natural
to do it.
routine.
Yeah, yes, sir. Best to do it before you get sick. But if you do get sick, get you some elderberry, get you some fenugreek, get you some oil of oregano, and flood your body with tart cherry juice.
And if somebody want this, they can get at you, and you can send this stuff to them.
They can holler at me. We'll be glad to get them straight. It ain't no problem at all. That's what we do.
Hey, people, y'all heard this? Y'all heard it. Hey, if y'all don't have nobody in y'all local city, man, y'all can hit my brother up. You know what I mean? Like I said, on Facebook, up on Arif Abdullah. That's how you
Yes,
spell.
sir.
That's how you spell the name. Hit him in
Yeah.
the DM. I'm pretty sure if you got questions, he got answers. And if you don't have someone in your spot, because me personally, y'all, I mean, I got my elderberry from my brother. I got my mullein from my brother. I got my oil of oregano from my brother. I got my sea moss from my brother. My family, yeah. What I'm talking about, when that whole bullshit was going around, my family we was all fucked up in the house. We were all of us. I'm talking about within no longer than 7 days, everybody up running around. Everybody.
Yeah.
It was all gone. The whole house gone. I mean, back well. And it all thanks to my brother right here, my brother out Reef.
God is good, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well,
Yeah.
brother, hey, it's been a pleasure. It's been
Man,
a
I
real
enjoyed
pleasure.
myself, bro. Yes,
And,
sir.
I did good to get it out, but hopefully I can get you back on there next time.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
but I do want to get on this thing because it's been a real fear about this whole monkeypox thing going on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, so
Same thing. Same thing. It's all about immunity. It's all about your immune. See what that does, it attacks the cells, man. It attacks the cells. It's just like the whole COVID thing. If the virus didn't get into your cell, you be good. It's all about hydrating the cell also, right? You gotta hydrate your cell. I'm gonna drop this on them right quick. Hydrating your cell. You want to get you some Celtic salt or Celtic salt, however you want to say it. You know about it, right, brother?
no, 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 I don't know about that.
Ciltic, Celtic salt or whatever.
No,
I
I don't know
keep
about
that,
that.
man. I keep it. Yeah, brother. You gotta have some. What you do is take a few grains of that and put it on your tongue and let it dissolve. Then drink you some water, and instantly, 100%, it hydrates every cell in your body
And you got that.
instantly. Yeah, oh yeah. It hydrates every cell in your body instantly,
You already know I'm gonna go
and
get some.
and it pulls the water. It pulls the water into your cells, right? You can
Wow.
drink a gallon of water every day, all day, but if it don't get in your cells, you still dehydrated. So you got to hydrate your cells, and that's what the Celtic salt does. It has three magnesiums that pull water into your cells. So you know
Well, you already
that's a
know.
whole that's a whole talk right there.
Yeah, you already know. I'm gonna get some from you. You already know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate it, my brother.
Hey, I appreciate you for giving us your time. Hey, everybody that's on there, man, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, go to Facebook, hit up Arif Abdullah. If you like to drop, you know what I'm saying, to show some love to the brother so we can keep everything going. Cause we have to support black people like this, and we gotta protect people like this. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Because we know that these devils do not want. We already spoke about the whole pharmaceutical thing. We know that
Mm.
these devils do not want to heal our people. We know this. We've been knowing this for over 465 years. These devils do not want to heal our people. You know what I mean? So
Already, yes,
when we
sir.
have brothers like Brother Arif and other brothers that's trying to do some healing, man, we gotta support our brothers, man. We gotta support our brothers and our sisters that's deep on this natural healing, man, because we gotta be healed. All this just putting up. You can't. These people literally, when it comes to health, they've been putting band-aids over bullet wounds.
Mm.
It's not helping our family. It's
No,
not
sir.
helping. You know what I mean? We got to extract that bullet wound, and we got to heal that wound, and we got to become better, man. So, Brother
Yes,
Arif, I would like to say, dear brother, thank you again. And
yes, sir.
I'm supposed to have last week I had oh my God, I keep on forgetting how to say my brother because he spell it oh man, this is crazy. I keep on forgetting I feel so bad, man. And this is my son's godfather. I cannot say this man's name for nothing though. Mikhail.
Okay.
Yeah, I had Brother Mikhail on here, and he was doing How to Eat to Live. He's going to come back with the white navy bean. So,
Oh,
inshallah,
man.
I would love to get both of y'all on here at the same time. So, hopefully, we can make that happen. I think that would
Just
be
holler at me, man. Holler at me.
okay. Will do.
Okay,
Hey, man,
brother.
we gonna let our brother go, man. This is your man,
Yes,
Al
sir.
Jihad the God, Black Power, Crip Life. Those who know me know this. The reason why I do this is for our people, man. I represent Crip, but I am not a gangbanger. I am a revolutionary, community revolution in progress. And this
All
is why I
right.
have my brothers on there to help our hood, to help our people, because we got to start doing this for us, and we got to be B1. That's black first.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, dear
All
brother,
right.
assalamu alaikum. I salute you,
Well,
dear brother.
yes, sir. To your people out there, brother. Peace.
Peace.